Welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Matt.
And I'm Nina. So, Matt, what were you up to last weekend?
Well, I bought some new furniture. I bought a new bed frame. So the thing that holds the mattress, the bed part.
Okay.
And I was trying to put it together last night and I just couldn't follow the instructions.
Oh.
I swear it's missing some pieces.
You got one of those beds where you actually have to build it and assemble it yourself?
Yeah, it comes in a box and then you have the instructions and you have to put the bed together by yourself. So now I'm just sleeping on the floor because my bed isn't finished.
Maybe I can help you with that because I'm actually pretty good with building things and assembling things. Yeah, so whenever I go to a furniture store that has one of those building instructions, I would always choose to do it. Yeah, I think it's a lot of fun.
See, I just chose it because it was cheaper and I thought I could do it, but it turns out I don't have the skills that I thought I had. So maybe you can help.
Yeah, I think, well, you're gonna have to pay me, but sure, I'll help you. Well, speaking of assembling things and building things, that brings us to today's topic, part 1 of the World of LEGO Minifigures.
All right, well, let's take a look.
LEGO minifigures are one of the most popular toys of all time. They first came out in 1978. Now there are over 4 billion minifigures. That's more than double China's population. Basic minifigures are 4 centimeters tall. They come in 3 parts: the head, upper body, and legs. You can put them together to make regular characters like doctors, police officers, and firefighters.
Welcome to part 1 of the World of LEGO Minifigures.
All right, so let's take a look at this article. LEGO minifigures are one of the most popular toys of all time. Okay, so we're talking about Lego, which are these very popular toy bricks or toy blocks that, many children all around the world play with.
Yes, I grew up with them too. Did you?
I did, yeah. I played with them very much as a kid.
Yeah.
Did you know that the word Lego actually comes from the Danish words from Denmark, which is where Lego is from, the Danish words that mean play well.
Oh, really?
So we put them together to make this word Lego.
Oh, that's so cool. So now we know why it's called Lego.
Right.
Okay.
And of course, today we're talking about these mini figures. So a figure or a figurine is usually a toy that is in the shape of a person or even an animal or some kind of living thing usually. So you might have a dinosaur figure or a person figure. And when we say mini, we just mean very small because these Lego mini figures are small figures.
Yes, they are. Okay.
All right, continuing with the article. They first came out in 1978. Now, there are over 4 billion minifigures.
Wow, that is a lot of minifigures. I bet you can probably customize your own minifigure.
Yeah, I think you can.
Yeah, that is super cool. So there are over 4 billion minifigures. So a billion is a very large number. It has 9 zeros in it, right? So they have 4 billion. So for example, there are billions of stars in the sky. Well, maybe more than that, but we don't know.
Wow.
Okay, so that is a lot, right?
That's a very big number.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of figures.
Exactly. So that's more than double China's population.
Okay.
Wow, so that means in China, there's probably just under 2 billion people, huh?
And that's the country with the most people in the world. And there's even more Lego minifigures than that.
That's crazy.
Okay, so we have another word here, which is population. And a population is the number of living things that are in one place or in one community. So we can talk about a population of elephants living in Africa. Or we can talk about the population of a city when we'd say how many people live in a particular city or country or any space on Earth.
So continuing, let's learn a little bit more about these minifigures. Basic minifigures are 4 centimeters tall. They come in 3 parts: the head, upper body, and legs. Okay.
Okay, so the basic minifigures. So when we talk about basic, we mean the original or the most simple form of the minifigures. So because today I think they have big minifigures and different sizes of minifigures that can maybe be different animals that are larger or different, people or characters which have bigger bodies. So the basic minifigures are just 4 centimeters tall.
Yeah, that's actually so cute. Little minifigures. Because when I was younger, we mostly played with Barbies. But I feel like, Legos have always been popular, but nowadays they're getting even more popular, right?
Yeah, I think you see them more and more in other places like that I didn't see them as a kid. And they're just covering more and more of different themes that people are interested in.
Yes, definitely. So we mentioned how it has the head, the upper body, and legs. So the upper body, upper, is higher or above something else. So if this is my upper body, then my legs would be from my lower body, right? I could also say this is my upper lip and this is my lower lip. So, for example, she lives in the upper part of the apartment building. Okay.
All right, so continuing with the article, you can put them together to make regular characters like doctors, police officers, and firefighters. Okay, so we're talking about regular characters. So regular is an adjective that means normal or not strange or unusual, and can also mean commonly occurring, like happening often. Like, for example, I could say, I'm a regular customer at my favorite coffee shop, meaning I go there often.
Okay, and the other word, firefighter, it's a person whose job is to put out fires. So, for example, the firefighter rescued the cat from the burning house.
Okay, so I remember, when I was a kid, I had mostly these regular characters, things like firefighters, police officers, sometimes like astronauts even.
Okay, those are a little special.
Right, but it wasn't as unusual or, as interesting as they are today.
Yes, I think nowadays there are just so many different themes, but we can learn a little bit more about it after this break.
You can also mix the parts and make your own minifigures. In addition, you can add hair, hats, and other things to make your minifigures more interesting.
Welcome back. Before the break, we have been talking about LEGO minifigures.
Yeah.
So these first came out in 1978, but today there are more than 4 billion LEGO minifigures.
Yeah, that's over twice the population of China, right?
That's right. So LEGO minifigures are 4 centimeters tall, and they come in 3 parts, with the head, the upper body, and the lower body. And you can put them together to make characters like firefighters, doctors, or police officers.
Okay, now let's learn a little bit more about what you can do with them. You can also mix the parts and make your own minifigures. Okay, so if I had like the different, maybe a doctor's head, a firefighter's upper body, and a police officer's pants and legs, right? That would be an interesting character. But yeah, you can mix the parts. So mix means to combine two or more things together. So for example, she mixed the flour and water to make dough. Okay, so we learned that you can mix the 3 different parts, which reminds me of when I went to a Lego store before, they actually had that option of building your own minifigure.
Yeah, that's right. I've actually done that too. I went to a Lego store in Denmark, which is where Lego's from.
Oh, it must have been so big.
It was a very big Lego store, and yeah, you had the option to make your own characters by choosing from all of the different upper bodies, all of the different legs, and all of the different heads. You can really make something that looks like yourself or like someone you know or someone you've imagined.
Okay.
All right, continuing with the article. In addition, you can add hair, hats, and other things to make your minifigures more interesting.
Ooh.
Okay, so in there, we said in addition. In addition is used when we're adding more information to what has already been given. So we've already talked a lot about what you could do with making your own Lego minifigure by mixing the parts, but in addition, providing more information is that you can also add the hats and hair and other things.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so that way it will look more unique, right? You can actually customize one that maybe looks like yourself.
That's right, and they also have other things. So there's things like tools and other things that the Lego figures can hold.
Yeah.
That'll make it, more like they're actually that character. So if it's like a firefighter, they could have a ladder or a hose. A doctor could have some doctor's tools, and a police could have some handcuffs to arrest the bad people.
Okay, that sounds like a lot of fun for sure.
All right, so we've learned a little bit about Lego minifigures, but I'm still curious to learn more because I like Lego a lot. But we'll have to wait until next time when we see you for part 2.
All right, see you then.
Lego minifigures are one of the most popular toys of all time. They first came out in 1978. Now there are over 4 billion minifigures. That's more than double China's population. Basic minifigures are 4 centimeters tall. They come in 3 parts: the head, upper body, and legs. You can put them together to make regular characters like doctors, police officers, and firefighters. You can also mix the parts and make your own minifigures. In addition, you can add hair, hats, and other things to make your minifigures more interesting.
Hello, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 population 名词人口。Which country has the largest population in the world? 哪个国家拥有世界上最多的人口？下一个单字 basic 形容词基本的。We need to understand the basic rules of the game. 我们需要了解这个游戏的基本规则。下一个单字 upper 形容词上面的。The upper shelf is too high for me to reach. 上面的架子对我来说太高了，我够不到。最后一个单字 mix 动词使混合使结合。I like to mix different fruits in my salad. 我喜欢在沙拉中混合不同的水果。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 come out 问世，用于新产品或出版品在各个通路或平台的发行上市。我们来看看这个例句 The new smartphone will come out next month. 这款新的智慧型手机将于下个月问世。下一个文法 come in 有，这是一个表示货物、产品等有不同的颜色、样式或尺寸时可以使用的片语。我们来看看这个例句 The The shoes come in different styles and designs. 这双鞋有不同的款式和设计。最后一个文法 put together 组装组合。Joe put together the furniture in just an hour. Joe 在1个小时内就组装好了家具。以上就是这一课的重点单词跟文法，回去记得复习哦。我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Winnie. Oh, hey, did you see the hilarious photo I sent you?
Yeah? Did you mean to send it to the whole company?
No, I'm so embarrassed. How do you unsend an email?
You can't. It's too late now. It's been over 30 minutes.
What if he sees it? It's time to work on our translating skills, and today's topic is expressing embarrassment. So we have 我觉得好丢脸.
I feel shameful.
I feel embarrassing.
I feel embarrassed. Okay, what about this one? 我觉得超尴尬.
I feel so embarrassed. It's very awkward.
Very good. What have we learned today?
Today's translation topic is expressing embarrassment. The first phrase is, I'm so embarrassed. The word embarrassed in the sentence means someone that feels awkward or humiliation. So usually you would use somebody feels embarrassed. If you are describing a specific event or situation that has caused awkwardness, then you can say, this is embarrassing. The next phrase is, I feel so awkward. The word awkward means to let someone feel unnatural or uncomfortable. It can be used to describe your feeling of uneasiness. Also, if you wanted to describe a conversation where it was uncomfortably quiet, you can also say an awkward silence. And that's all for translations today. KiWi later!